The New Orleans Pelicans and the Indiana Pacers are set to clash Friday night in Indianapolis. And while the records may look similar, the story behind this matchup is far more interesting than the standings suggest. New Orleans enters this game at 10-33, fresh off a gritty 3-point win over Brooklyn. That victory showed fight, confidence, and late-game execution, something the Pelicans have struggled with for most of the season, even though they sit near the bottom of the Southwest Division. This team has quietly started to compete harder on both ends of the floor. The challenge, however, is the road. New Orleans is just 3-15 away from home this season, and that trend is impossible to ignore. On top of that, they will be without Herbert Jones and Jose Alvarado, two key defenders who bring energy, pressure, and intensity every night. Their absence could be felt against a fast-paced Pacers offense. Indiana, meanwhile, Comey's in at 9-32 and is trying to bounce back after a disappointing loss to Toronto. While the Pacers have struggled overall, they have been noticeably better at home, winning 7 games at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Even with injuries to Benedict Mathurin and Isaiah Jackson, Indiana still has enough scoring depth to control the tempo, especially in transition. This game also brings an interesting contrast in styles. The Pacers like to push the pace, space the floor, and create quick scoring opportunities. The Pelicans, on the other hand, prefer a more controlled approach, relying on half-court execution and defensive discipline. That clash could decide the outcome. Oddsmakers currently favor Indiana by 4 points, and the total is set extremely high at 241.5. Despite the big number, recent trends suggest a slower game. Indiana's last 5 games have stayed under the total, and New Orleans is coming off an under as well. Fatigue, missing players, and tighter rotations could all play a role. Expect a competitive game early, with both teams trading runs. But as the fourth quarter arrives, Indiana's home court advantage and depth could become the difference. Look for the Pacers to pull away late, in a game that stays closer than expected and finished just under the projected total. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe for more NBA previews, and drop your prediction in the comments. Who are you backing tonight, Pelicans or Pacers?